holy, that is a hell of a look we've aged into. Oh my god, look at this beautiful day. And I kind of want them to kiss. I kind of don't want it to be like a big build up, just kind of like an accidental thing that happens. Hello from the void, it's Rose. Welcome back to my channel and my Poison Garden Apocalypse Legacy. Now, it has been a few weeks since I uploaded. I am sorry about that, but if I'm being totally honest, my mental health has been garbage and I've just needed to take some time. Had some hard stuff to deal with, did lose my grandma, which wasn't super unexpected, but you never really know how these things are going to hit, and I just really haven't been super motivated to do the editing, so I've been working on this episode for like 6 weeks. So yeah, there may be a random tone shift in the middle. I honestly haven't watched the whole thing back, so fingers crossed it's okay. In our last episode, I think we left it, we were about to age Mary up. I mixed those names up. Whatever I call the next gen heir, please remind me to make it something that's quite different from the airy sound, because yeah, I had to re-record a lot of voiceover because of mix-ups, and I probably still missed a few, but that's a lot of chit-chat. Let's go see what our heir looks like as a child. We've left it pretty late in the day to actually have Mary's birthday. It's 10 p.m, but Callow is here, hopefully to help us do some cleaning up, because the absolute state of affairs on this lot is a lot. And we're just taking some time away from our child's birthday to ask about Rami, because Callow lives in the area, so he might have some idea what kind of a person Rami is. Obviously, we had a nice little date with him in the last episode. Well, not a date, a friend gathering, but you know, was it a date? Who knows? Yeah, anyway, when I say the house is disgusting, this is the result of our kid being a messy eater, and I am really excited for her to be a child and age out of that particular trait. We made a honey cake with honey from our bees, which I think is quite nice, and now it is time, oh god, Kiri's sick, not ideal, for our kid to age up. Right, traits. I'm going to randomise just to see what we get. Child of the Islands, absolutely not. But I think I'm going to give her a required trait, because a lot of traits aren't available for children. Self-assured is one of the traits required by Poison Garden, and that way when she becomes a teenager I can give her the free trait and pick something that's based on kind of her personality that we see when she's a kid. I also want to give her the childhood aspiration that involves having a treehouse, because I really want to see what that feature looks like, and holy, that is a hell of a look we've aged into. I like how she's just decided she has like a new vitiligo skin detail, but we are going to go back and replace all of the skin details we had when we were a toddler and add in some more from our parents to sort of give her her genetics look. I do have like a big list of what skin details each kid has, so I can sort of consistently add them in at every age, but as they age up there are more that you can get, so there's always a little bit of tweaking, sort of combining the parents one and then sometimes giving them something new just because their face needs it. And now she's a bit older, I can definitely get a sense of what she got from her mum. She's got a slightly pointier face shape, and definitely she's got her dad's eye shape. Like Kiri had really interesting shaped eyes, but I think she's got her mum's nose and mouth, and yeah, I think she's quite a good genetic blend. She looks a lot less like Erwin, which was the Gen 1 baby daddy, which is not a bad thing. Now, in terms of Mary's clothes, we are still in a semi-survivalist state, but we definitely have access to a slightly better supply chain and a slightly better community, and I imagine from Henford as well, Kiri would have got a lot of stuff. So we are going a little bit more like put together, still thinking like buttons, tie up things, fasteners, belts to make things fit, but less sort of like a really grungy patched look. Although, you know, there's still going to be elements of that. So these are the little looks that I have come up with for Mary, and you know, as we grow up and potentially get to know our dad a little bit, maybe she's going to get a bit more materialistic and expect like nicer stuff, but for now this is like the best that Kiri can do for her daughter. Speaking of Nerium, when I loaded back into my game, he was just there. He just turned up. I am going to bring him back into the story, but I actually don't want to do that just yet. What I actually want to do before he comes back is make sure we've got something that's slightly more approaching a house. So on that, we have a couple of thousand simoleons, and so we are going to do a little conversion. I'm not sure why I decided to give them an inaccessible balcony, but I think I was mostly just so stressed with trying to get this roof to work that yeah, it just took a really long time. The problem with like building in increments is usually the roofing, because like everything else you can kind of, you know, just fudge for a while, but the roof being weird and broken really annoys me. Anyway, we're finally going to move all of our stuff out of the stable block and up into the sort of main house area, even though it's definitely far from finished. We have got a little bedroom for Mary. Let's take down all this gumph off the walls, because I think her mum would definitely want her to have a clean space, like a tiny space, but a clean space. And we're going to add in a window for her, because children need light. I mean, everyone needs light. Oh, no, I don't like those red swatches. We'll go for like a pale red. When she's older, we're definitely going to go for like a warmer, like more saturated palette for her, but for now I think Kiri is definitely like more of a pastel girly. And I think if we extend this room to take up the full platform, then we can put a double bed back in. We've actually given Kiri's old bed to Mary, so we need a new bed for Kiri. Also then, if she wants to have any night visitors eventually, you know, that's possible. And everything else is kind of reused from our old house, including like the rugs and stuff and the curtains we used to use on the stables. So yeah, actually this is the first time as an adult we haven't lived in a stable, so that's kind of fun. Buying a $1,200 treehouse base is definitely not the smartest thing we've ever done, but I want to have it. And then we've got quite a lot of little decor items, and I feel like something Kiri is really good at is making any space feel kind of homey. She's got a lot of experience doing that, so we're just putting all of our little bits and bobs around. And we've bought some toys, but like the cardboard ones. I actually love that they have a bunch of like cardboardy things, because I feel like that's very much what Kiri would be able to provide her kid. And that's where we're up to. The first stage of this aspiration, we need to build the treehouse so we can play in it and get to level 3 creativity, which we're already at level 2, which all seems manageable, but for now it is 4 in the morning, so I think we should probably go to bed. I also realised while I was editing this that Mary's required trait isn't self-assured, it's self-absorbed, but you can't give anyone that until they're a teen. So for now we're going to have her be sort of a confident, outgoing kid, and then maybe as she hits puberty and she has more doubts and confidence issue, that's where the self-absorption might come in, and there'll be story reasons for that. So we'll switch that when she gets to teen, but for now we're just going to enjoy not making a mess when we eat, and the fact that for the first time in her adult life, Kiri, oh my god, look at this beautiful day, Kiri doesn't have to do the icky farm work, because now Mary is older, we can get her to feed and clean the chickens, and Kiri doesn't have to do that one task that she absolutely hates as a squeamish sim, so that is nice. And it also gives us a little bit more structure to our lives, because kids don't really have that much to do. This is also the first time in this whole challenge that we can potentially like make friends and stuff, because Kiri's definitely not going to cut her kid off from the outside world in the same way that Eden did. But honestly, I am loving the weather in Chestnut Ridge. I don't know if this is going to last, as it's like height of summer now, once we're into autumn and winter, but the blue skies and the lighting are really, really nice in this world. This car in the background is annoying me a little bit, but I can't be bothered to work out how to delete it, so we're just going to pretend it broke down there and is there forever. Right, we are through breakfast. I don't think Mary has school today. I think we aged her up too late, so today she is going to be on helping out around the house. We're going to try and get some baked goods done and have her help us with that, just because I think the cooking together interaction is really cute. And then I think we can actually make Mary run the stall. I'm fairly sure that kids are able to run street sales, which potentially means that present was for you, be grateful. I mean, I don't know who gave you a rubbish present, because it's basically either Rami, me, or your uncle, but either way, you have no idea how good you have a kid. Like, seriously. You should see what your mum endured. Anyway, we can potentially have Mary run the street sales, which means Kiri can focus on making the supplies for them. But we're going to let her have some fun before we put her to work, because that's something that Kiri never had growing up, and I think she would definitely want her kid to have a good time. And it also gives us some time to make some flowers and stuff and have as much expensive stuff to sell as possible, because we are pretty low on money. We're down to like 300 simoleons. We are going to give it a go. We are starting our first yard sale with little Mary at the helm. And I feel like this is also potentially a good like origin story for how she gets really confident and starts to know everybody in the neighbourhood, which could lead to how she becomes famous, which is part of the next generation story. How I'm going to work that in the apocalypse, I have ideas, but watch this space. And the other thing I figured is if Mary is on her own at the front of the house selling stuff, there's nothing to stop a certain sim who maybe has nefarious intentions of coming along and having like a legitimate reason to be there. So I have used a cheat to bring Nerium on site in the hope that we can sort of have him and Mary build up a little bit of a relationship kind of behind Kiri's back, because that is an idea I have around how this might all play out. Ah, okay, he's gone straight up on the porch because I think that is set as the front door, so we're going to pretend that didn't happen and we've called him over. Oh god, Rami's here, everyone's here. Right, okay, well Nerium is just doing small talk with Kiri, who I think would know that he's her dad, but maybe not know the full story, and Kiri's gone off to explain the situation to Rami and maybe get his backing on what to do. She's like, obviously I don't want to deny my kid the chance to know her father, but at the same time he's an asshole. Anyway, in the meantime, I feel like Nerium is probably just trying to do like the cool dad thing of being like, oh well, if you You know, you shouldn't have to work. There's no need. We've got plenty of money. Here, do you want some free money? You want some presents? And Mary would be like, I can have that stuff. And Kiri's like, nope. In this family, we work for what we get. We don't just take things. And we don't just turn up at people's houses and start making promises that we can't keep to our child, okay? So we are going to send him away. Because I feel like maybe this dynamic of Kiri not wanting to cut Nerium off and then Nerium therefore getting to be the dad that just turns up and like gives extravagant presents and doesn't require any responsibilities could explain Mary's personality developing the way it does. And entirely unprompted, she's done some interaction to Rami that he did not enjoy. So she's maybe been like, oh wow, you're not my dad, you don't get to have an opinion. And obviously he's very much not her dad at this point. He's just her mum's friend for now. But a very cute friend, and a friend who has been there for us through a really awkward situation that we also happen to have almost full romance with. So I think it might be time to do that next stage of our lifetime aspiration, which is to become best friends with Rami, because as a soulmate we have to marry our best friend. So for now we're still in the friend zone, but we are doing cute family stuff together, and we are just trying to build a really strong foundation that includes flirting over mac and cheese, apparently. Honestly, what more could a girl want? I'd take it. And I kind of want them to kiss. I kind of don't want it to be like a big build up, just kind of like an accidental thing that happens. And Kiri did roll the want for it a while back, so I might just have her, you know, quickly pop one on him and then be like, okay, dinner time. There we go. All was acceptable, I think. We have a maxed out romance bar. All right, stop it, you two. Time to eat dinner. We don't want to piss our kid off. Definitely need to make sure she has a better relationship with Rami before anything official goes down, because at the moment they are basically strangers, despite the fact he's been around a bit. Could you go eat at the table, maybe? Oh, Bobby's here. Hey, Bobby. Do you want some mac and cheese? Well, you've taken some anyway. Guys, I know you're having a little love moment, but could you go sit with your child? Thank you. Okay. Right. Oh, God. I know there's a mod you can get to like stop people changing seats as much, and there's a mod to stop people washing things in the bathroom sinks. Is there a mod to make people prefer sitting at the dining table versus other random chairs around the house? Because I want that one. I'm also having Kiri do some chatting with Bobby, not just to reconnect their friendship, because I like the idea of her finally having a community, but also because her fun is super low, and I'm hoping some like jokesy interactions will drive it up. Mary keeps trying to go to bed, and I'm like, girl, now you got to help us around the house a bit. This is our working farmstead. We've also got Rami in the background just doing some gardening, which we will accept, although if he's stealing our crops we might have to have words. Okay, he's got to go. Bye, friend. And we are just going to sit here and chat with Bobby for a little bit longer, and then honestly everybody needs to go to bed. Tomorrow is going to be a new day. It'll be Mary's first day at school. Oh, did we offend Bobby somehow? Because we're apologising to her. I'm not sure, but I don't really want to figure this out right now, especially when Kiri's flirty, and knowing the Sims AI, I'm quite likely to end up flirting with the wrong person, and we just started something with Rami, and I don't want to make this complicated, but I do want to weed our flowers before we go to bed. Ugh. Never-ending tasks around the farm. I think in that way, at least, The Sims is a little bit realistic, but having this weird weed whacker in the apocalypse, less so. Mary decided to get back up and do her homework, despite the fact that she hasn't yet been to school, but we'll take it, as we can't do anything else to work towards her aspirations or goals just now. We don't have the treehouse finished. We're just going to put everyone to bed and fast forward to the next morning. Now, we really need to work on getting a enclosed bathroom area, because this is becoming an increasing issue. Kiri wants to use the bathroom, even though she hates it because it's really dirty. Mary is trying to have a bath, but there are no walls. So yeah, that is going to be a problem. But now we are going to wave our kid off to her first day at school. In fact, technically the first day at school for anyone in this legacy. In PE class, are we going to hide out or keep running? Keep running. I think at this stage, Mary is definitely still following all the rules. She hasn't started flexing her little disobedient ways yet, so we are going to have her stick to being a goody two-shoes for the time being. Kiri is super unhappy. Her fun is really, really low. She's really, really stinky, and in order to have a bath without making it all worse, we've got to clean the bath, and she hates cleaning, so yeah, this is just a bad day for everybody involved. But while the kid is out, we can at least take the advantage of having some privacy on the lot to get ourselves clean. Oh, she's also on her period and stressed about cleaning. But this is actually maybe an opportunity, because now we are out from under Nerium's thumb, it is time for Kiri to start exploring the wellness side of her generational goals. So the Lily of the Valley generation, which is the one we're on at the moment, wellness is one of the skills to max, and we haven't even touched it yet because I wanted it to be something Kiri found later in life, like, oh, she's kind of out from under Nerium, but things still aren't perfect. There's still going to be struggles, challenges, so finding other ways through it, like, for example, meditation might be something that she would be interested in. So we're just going to quickly buy her a yoga mat. I kind of want to just get the cheaper one, but it needs to be the right colour. Yeah, I don't like that. Okay, we'll go up a brand to get one that's just plain green. And yeah, we are going to go try out doing some yoga to see if we can't make that tense mood look go away so that we can do some baking or some flower arranging. But we've gone from tense to angry, so far our immersion into wellness is not going how I hoped. But we'll just keep going, keep plugging at it, and hopefully also this will generate a little bit of fun, because we are really not having a good time. I don't know if she's glitched, but she just isn't ever drawing much fun from her activities, so she's constantly on low fun. Oh no, talk about self-sabotage. She wants to dislike wellness. I'm gonna turn down that because we have to max it, and that's gonna make it really hard. Oh, Rami, what are you doing here? And where is... Oh my god, that speaker must have been on that mantelpiece the whole time, and I've only just noticed because it's broken in the rain. But yeah, we're going to delete that because I think that's like the fake Alexa type speaker, right? And then maybe we'll chat to Rami. Oh, we could rant and rave at him. That would be nice. Yeah, let's see how he deals with us, like, not being perfect and happy. That would be important. Although pretty much as soon as she was around him, she's dropped into a focus mood, which is nice, and decided to talk about something else. She keeps getting what looks like the move-in interaction thing, but in chat that's not what she's saying. I don't know what she did say, but he did not like that, and he has done a runner with... Oh, bless him. I think he's clumsy, he falls over a lot. Honestly, relatable king. Okay, can we chase him down and figure out what's going on, because we've gone back into tense mode and I don't know what's happening. In the background, Mary has come home and she's running a little yard sale for us whilst we try and put this back on a good keel. We did lose a little bit of romance, so we just want to reassure ourselves that our friendship is still solid. Maybe we'll reveal a deep secret. Maybe we'll tell him something about our mum. We'll be like, did I ever tell you how crazy my mother is? Like, sometimes I'm maybe not so socially adjusted because my mum was literally crazy and I don't know what is normal. So can you be patient with me, maybe? Anyway, they're just being cute, taking it very, very slow still. I mean, in Sims terms, by which I mean their courtship is probably going to last like a few days, maybe a whole week, who knows. But yeah, I think once we've done the massage, we probably should go check in on Mary, because she has been in the pouring rain running her little yard sale. Oh god, and like half of what we're trying to sell is mouldy, which is not a good look. It's not going to build up public... Oh, and Grim's here. Grim, I mean, I get that you had to take Christabel away, but could you maybe also buy a mouldy cake while you're here? Callow just rode past on his horse. We haven't done any baking or flower arranging today until this point because we were in too bad of a mood. Kiri has just been like, nah, not doing it. But maybe, I don't know, if we bake a bunch of stuff, we can either start strong tomorrow. Oh, okay, right. Under what conditions? We are Eden's daughter, we're paranoid. We're going to want to know where you got our details, which does mean we just got some free money. And this could be... Guys, this could be an indoor bathroom. This could be an indoor bathroom. So we'll take a little bit of time out to celebrate, because that is like 2 yard sales worth of money that we don't have to make now. But then we probably do still need to do some baking. I'm so sorry, babes. Like, Kiri's life is better than it was because she's doing it all for herself now and not for rent for some rando. But at the same time, it is still definitely not the easiest. And speaking of not the easiest, this episode has definitely not been the easiest for me. I've been working on it for about 6 weeks and life just keeps shit kicking me, honestly. So I'm glad I've got it done, but I am going to call it there. We are going to leave our girls squirreling away at their tasks because that is the sort of hard-working queens that they are. Thank you so much for your patience and for watching if you made it this far. Next episode, I think we're going to get a bathroom. Maybe we'll have Rami move in. Let me know in comments what you think about that. Is it too soon? Are we ready? Should we get married first? I don't know. Thoughts in the comments if you will. If you want to like, subscribe, say hi, all lovely things. And if not, I will see you next time or never. Whatever works for you. Love you. Bye.